time for review. So we saw the match. Sometimes it's Australian way. Sometimes it's look like India is also on the match. Sometimes the rain disturbs the match. So what we get from the GABA T20 is fashion of aggression, fashion of excitement to win the match. Doesn't matter which country you played. Either Australia desperately wanted to win, or the Indians are also eager to start a fresh tournament in the overseas. In the freshly minted the GABA pitch, India don't know how about the surf is gonna go. So Virat Kohli won the toss and decided to field first, as knowing that the condition, because the Australia batting first, it gives the Kohli and company to see how the pitch goes, how much they bounce, because the Perth and the GABA pitch, the Brisbane, is expected to bounce more. So it's gonna be a test for the Virat Kohli and his company, whether how the Australia gonna face. But in the 4 or 5 over, Australia looking slightly been dominated by the India. Once the Finch and the Darcy shot is the problem, because he's not in a good form. And when the Lins come and Aaron Finch, they both together batting, and the Lin start to take the leading role, start to dominate the Indian bowlers. The Khalil Ahmed, that's the over. The 108 meter of the monster hit from the Chris Lynn over the park. So then after the motivation, then after the excitement of the continue the good form, the Chris Lynn and the Aaron Finch continue to dominate Indian bowlers in the continuous phase, going forward the run rate until like when Chris Lynn out and Finch is out. So it's time to press for the Glenn Maxwell, because Lynn parties a crucial role. 37 of just 14 or 15 delivered. That is really excitement inning from the Chris Lynn. And once Glenn Maxwell came in, there's a question, because Glenn Maxwell didn't show how he has the capability of hitting the big scores in the limited overs, but he didn't capitalize that form. So it's all eyes on Glenn Maxwell as well, and he started fashionable well. And in the end, when the momentum really shifted toward the Australia, that was the over of Kunal Pandya, because he's new. He's been really good in the T20 cricket, but in the Australian circuit, slightly different to adjust himself to take on, and especially at the GABA pitch, that's a really a top bounce pitch. If you miss your length and line, the batsman gonna punish you, and that's so did the Maxwell. He's really shown his class, and really see that the inning of the Glenn, 3 huge sixes. I think that's consecutive sixes in the Krunal Pandya. That puts the pressure, and really momentum shifted how easily from the Indians to the Australia looking for the score something like 200. Then we have rain, and it goes on, and when in rain comes in, there's 2 things in mind. So it's game gonna start or not, or the Duckworth-Lewis method, because that's only we have from the rain. After almost an hour, the game expected to play, but this time there were certain changes in condition in the game. 17 over per match side, so it means the Australia just have 1 over to play, because they are already in the 16 over. Maxwell looking for the 50 is out. Good ball from the Jasprit Bumrah. He's really class. That's happened when it's rain come, because he's expected to bowl another 1 over. So that keeps India to play 20 overs. And runs will be something 170 to 180. That is in 20 over. India managed to make 174, but 169. In fact, 174 is the target. But that is of the 17 over. That really disturbed Indian batsmen. And when the Australia finished with 173, the all eyes on the Indian batsman, the opening batsman Rohit Sharma, and then after Shikhar Dhawan, because that's the 2 part, including Virat Kohli, is the India really big SS in the limited over crickets. Dhawan started well. In fact, Rohit get a single, the 3 run in the first ball, and then after Dhawan started well, continue hitting boundary, take more deliveries than the Rohit. And when Rohit have time to bat on, he just feel himself like dominated. I think he don't do oftenly that what he did in the GABA, but the selfish shot, that's really I don't know what kind of shot that he wanted to play, but the wicket of Rohit Sharma put India into the pressure, because the pitch like Gaba, you have someone like a power hitter as well as the balance of timing. So that's only Rohit Sharma, I think, in the Indian cricket impact. Rishabh Pant is the one who is the big hitter, but when he gets out, and the KL Rahul, because it's a good chance for Rahul to show himself yesterday, but he didn't show. That's why the team hurts. It's Kohli expected to come at 3, but in the 2020 cricket, it started from the England, Bristol, especially. Then after KL Rahul's batting on number 3, and Rahul didn't show his class. We know that Rahul is a good class, but at the other end, Shikhar Dhawan dominated, get a 50, get a 70s. That's a problem with Shikhar Dhawan. He didn't take the game till the end, because we seen many matches from the Dhawan. This is really different, like Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma. When they play, they almost take the game away. But Shikhar Dhawan is like 50-50. We can't say Dhawan how long he take the inning. So that's a problem, Dhawan. When Dhawan out, so India, and then after Virat Kohli, all eyes, because he's the king at the moment. But you have to justify yourself, because it's not kind of a day at the Virat Kohli for him in the field, in the captaincy, in the making a strategy, fielding change, bowling change. That's a real problem for him. But once he's came in the batting, is all expected that he will take the lead. But Jampa, a real ripper from the Jampa, take Kohli away, and then after the pressure all away from the India, because India, what happened in the India is like India rely on the top 3. Once top 3 go down, that's really can't say India lose, but it's really impossible to get India win, because they didn't have any that kind of batsman. But yesterday Dinesh Karthik saw how he have already shown in the Nidahas Trophy final. That's 29 of 8 delivery, the impossible match to the winning situation. Same condition, not like the same one as the Nidahas Trophy, but almost like a similar fashionable manner situation yesterday also. But he did well. Once Rishabh Pant, that's awful shot from the Rishabh Pant. When he gets out, then after that's extra pressure to the Indian batsman, especially to Dinesh Karthik. 13 required of the 6 delivery. Normally in the T20 cricket, 13 runs not too hard, but it's a tricky. The Marcus Stoinis, the slow ball he gonna bowl, and the Gaba pitch, and the excitement. So 13 run is really hard to get. And as a batsman, it's not Dinesh Karthik, it's Krunal Pandya. He's take a 3 ball, but he didn't make any capitalize. And once Dinesh Karthik comes in, it's almost impossible task. 13 of 3, 11 of 3, I think. And then it's gonna be really problem for any top class batsman to come in and get 11 of 3. So he out, and then after it's almost a game over. So it's not like India completely whitewashed. They're still in the game. They have a chance to make themselves in a winning position, but some kind of misunderstanding between the top of the order batsmen, as well as the couple of missed fields that India, and a rain factor as well, because India score more. India score 169, where Australia scored 154-5. So as far as the run make, India ahead. But at the Duckworth-Lewis method, that's the way. You can't say anything. That's method, and you have rules and regulation you have to follow. They lose the match. So what we expecting now? All eyes on the Melbourne Cricket Ground on the November 23rd. Friday, same start time, 6:50 p.m. the Australian time. So if India win, it's going to be really exciting to see the Sydney T20. If Australia win, it's going to be we have to watch, but it's not going to be interesting. So all eyes on Melbourne. So keep like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to share for these news and the upcoming cricket news. See you later.